All right. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. Welcome back to Nerdmation. I'm your boy Snake. And you hear silence from everybody else because I'm the only one in here right now. Told everybody that I'll be here starting at 9. They haven't showed up yet, so we're just gonna go and hopefully they'll jump in whenever they get a chance. But show's gotta move on. Alright, got my chat set up. Alright. Let's go ahead and get nerdy. Alright, so got a couple things to talk to everybody about today. First up, if you haven't seen it yet, it just released today, is the Rick and Morty live action trailer. And they actually had Christopher Lloyd as Rick, which is just dope. So I don't know for right now, I don't know if they are actually going to be having this as a full-blown live action movie or series startup. It would be awesome if they did, but for right now it was just a little teaser trailer where they're in the garage, and then all of a sudden a portal opens and Rick and Morty come out, and it's just their feet at first, and it pans up and it's actually Christopher Lloyd as Rick, and Knives Out star Jaden Martell was Morty. So didn't really sound like Rick, but this is Rick and Morty was based off of Back to the Future, like a Back to the Future parody type for Rick and Morty. So for them to have him play Rick is it's awesome. It was perfect casting. So that's dope. So like I said, it just came out today. If you see it, go to YouTube. You've seen it. It's just a little smidge. So go check it out. I'm not going to talk more about it. If we do find out more, maybe Mingo might talk about it on his show. Next up, another live action. The Cowboy Bebop that we recently talked about, that was getting a live action. There's been a lot of oh, look at that, Mingo D's showed up. Let me admit him in. Welcome to the show.
Yo.
So, alright, back at it. So about the basically there's been a lot of criticism at the moment. Basically what you missed, Mingo, I just talked about the Rick and Morty trailer that posted today. That was dope. So hopefully we can find out more about that in the coming days. They just posted it today, and it was a little teaser. So I don't know if they're actually going to go out for a movie or series about it, but that would be dope. But as far as basically they classified them as just a Rick and Morty from dimension such and such, just like all the other Ricks and Mortys. They're all from different dimensions, and that just happens to be that dimension. So the second what I was talking about was the Cowboy Bebop that we were talking about, live action. And there's been a lot of basically fans have been going in, and a lot of people a lot of manga and anime fans have been pissed about this. And they actually had the Valentine. She actually posted something on her page, and which also had the other co-star that's playing the main character. He posted on his page, like, a lot of people basically are complaining about, like, why she's not wearing the costume that's supposed to be, she's not looking the way it is. Like, there's a lot of different, like, a lot of little things that fans are going in on about. There's a lot of criticism coming back on this, more so than some of the other live actions that have came out. So I just wanted to hit on that since we just talked about. Next up, I'm not going to talk about this either. One Punch. Not One Punch. That would be dope. One Piece is going to be getting a live action series announced on
weird.
Netflix.
Oh, that's gonna work.
Yeah, I don't know. Don't care. No. Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, it might be like Pirates of the Caribbean. Too late, One Piece. They beat you.
I don't think that's at all what it is going to be like. But
Everybody's beating One Piece. Everybody. Even Demon Slayer's just beating the crap out of them.
I don't think that's what this is about, but okay.
That's what I made it about. Anyway, they're getting a live action to Netflix, so y'all people who like One Piece, I don't know why, but that's what you think.
See, this is what I think that Netflix is doing. I think Netflix is like, you know what? We messed up with Death Note. We got you. We understand. So we're gonna get every anime until y'all forgive us, we're gonna do a great job at every and they've been so far doing a better job at this stuff.
Death Note wasn't their first one though.
It wasn't, but that's the one that everybody kind of gives them the most hate for. Because they messed that up bad.
Yeah, they did. Like, I haven't watched the Ronin Kenshin one yet. It's popping up on my my list.
I heard good things about it, so.
The Bleach. Have you seen the Bleach live action?
No, you've seen it. Yeah, I haven't seen that
one. Is dope. They were spot on with that. Literally spot on with that. Like, you could literally take the manga and anime, like, and put it side by side with the movie. Like, it was like perfect. Till they fucked it up in the end. Like, everything was like bam, 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 bam. All right, let's go. Like, got it. I'm seeing it live action now. I'm happy. And then they screwed it up at the end. Literally the end. Which I did find out the only reason that they changed the ending was because they did not know that it was going to go so good or get so much feedback. So they cut it to where they couldn't have a second. They could come back with it if they tried. They could fix it and keep going, but I don't know if they're going to. But at the very end of that, like, it was basically where Renji and Captain Kuchi, not Kuchi, yeah,
Kuchiki,
not Kuchiki,
no.
Her brother comes back to get her. And they fight Ichigo for the very first time, and Renji is actually stronger than Ichigo at that point, but he gets a head up on Renji, and then I can't think right now. Dang drink.
It's been a while.
Bakugo.
Bakugo. That's not drinks. The alcohol won't help this. You need
I need
caffeine.
This. I need this, sir. It's been a hell of a week.
Yeah, so
but anyway,
I know you're not into One Piece, but if Netflix keeps getting other anime, I'm just kind of curious what they're gonna do next.
Yeah, well, speaking
Interesting.
of, like, that's leading right into what I was going. My main things I'm going to talk about. Just wanted to get the live action, like, things out of the way. That anime is going to live action, and if you find out more information, then that'll be in your wheelhouse. So, anyway, speaking of Netflix, and the Eden Zero anime, which is
that popped up on mine too. I saw that.
It's dope. I've been watching it. It's awesome.
Okay.
Okay. And if you're a fairy tale, if you're a fan of fairy tale, you will like this. They literally have, because Eden Zero is pretty much the next movie, and I've talked about it on prior shows. It's not a movie; it's next series by the fairy tale creator. Like, this is their next installment, so that's why everybody was like, "Oh, it's just fairy tale redo." Like, everybody was like really, really upset because all the character designs look exactly like the one. Like, even Happy is still Happy in the show, but from everything that you've seen, like seeing it beforehand, you have to watch it to know what's going on. Like, Happy, yes, was a cat, like Happy, but it turns out that he's a robot. Like, he was a cat. He got in an accident and they turned him into a robot, so he's a robot. Like, there's a scene where you see the main chick that she has like these two guns. That's Happy. That's the cat. It turns into those guns.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That reminds me of some Bleach stuff. That's dope.
Yes,
I'm sorry, Bleach. The one reminds me of that.
And they have little like teaser, like nods and cameo, not a cameo, yeah, a little cameo from Fairy Tail that pop up all throughout the episodes. Like, you actually see Natsu and with the Fairy Tail emblem, everything, like walking in the background, like just and they made a like a little hint about it's. They were in like a diner, and she makes these things like I can't remember her name that was with Natsu. But anyway, it's just not coming to my mind right now.
Wendy?
Not Wendy.
Not
the
Wendy.
Other one. Anyway, they're always together. Like, anyway, she mentions like, oh yes, you used to. It's like it reminds me of a show I used to watch a long time. And they're walking out of the diner in the back. Like, this is freaking dope. So Eden Zero it's awesome. Like, if you haven't watched, start watching it, because it has a lot. If you're a fairy tale, if you love fairy tale, you're going to like this, because it does pay tribute to fairy tale. It's a whole completely different story, but it pays tribute, and like you actually see other characters from Fairy Tail in this one. They're not those characters, but like one time they're like in the guild hall in this movie, and it just kind of pans through, and you see some of the original guild from Fairy Tail like sitting at a table, like.
I know them. I know them.
So like, if you geek out about it, like about or fan out about it, like, you'll be like, ooh, pointing out all of them. So along with some of the Netflix, Sony Animation is actually going to be releasing. So Sony's animated series, they had Blade, they had Iron Man, they had X-Men, they had they had all these different they are actually having they have a deal that they cut with Disney. They're actually going to be being shown on Disney Plus pretty soon. But for the time being, they're actually re-showing all these animes they're streaming on their old Throwback Tunes YouTube channel. And you can go watch those there.
That's smart.
It's kind of before the whole Sony getting onto the Disney Plus. So, but that does, since Sony is actually working out these deals to have their Sony projects play on Disney Plus now. You know, like, it's just more of an incentive to get like all the Sony agreements, licensing that they have into Disney's hands. So, like Spider-Man, like the whole Spider-Man thing, Venom, you know, like Blade, like all of them they're actually going to be able to be in Disney's wheelhouse now, you know. So this is it's everybody, you know, it's anime, and they're finally getting it into, but it's a step in the right direction going forward.
Yeah, and what I like about that is, I know we on these shows we talk about monopolies and things like that. I know this is not a monopoly, but if Sony and Disney can keep playing well together, and I don't know, maybe Disney buys Sony, maybe they get into like some kind of 10, 15, 20-year agreement or something like that. Sony actually has like you said with the anime, they actually have a great anime studio. Especially if you're talking about Spider-Man to the Spider-Verse and some of the other they may not beat DC Warner Brothers at first, but they can rival some. They could probably get up there and be like, ooh.
No, but that's not actually too far-fetched to say, because if you haven't seen these animes, like this Iron Man, Wolverine,